Well, the premise of the tournament is simple. Every team, of course, is striving to make the latter stages. That's where they all want to be. No doubt these two harbour very similar ambitions. A good show here, absolutely crucial. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. And already we're underway here. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, I think the fact that this guy, Saliba's starting, I think that indicates, Peter, you're looking to play out from the back, and he's shown to be very confident and comfortable on the ball when it comes to...
Goes for a shot! Goal! France! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
That has really stirred things up, and if they carry on like this, things might even get louder here.
So just one early goal to report so far, and the score is 1-0. Nkunku, looking for the run. Nkunku showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Saliba cuts it out. Nicely weighted ball. Mbappe! Nkunku. And it's Dembele. Griezmann. Now it's Kante. Olise. Done delicately. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
No, it's come to nothing. Kante. Griezmann. Can he get on the end of this? Now it's Griezmann. And he welcomes it in. Oh, easy pickings there. Swept in. Shapes to shoot! Really well taken goal. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Lacking for neither time nor space, it could scarcely have been more straightforward.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
There's the header! Yes! A goal on a landmark occasion for this man who makes his 50th appearance here and now. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
He's had a shot! It's there! And they're at it again in double quick time. Right place, right time, and a fine instinctive finish.
Well, I admire players.
And that's it. So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening. Hello and welcome to everybody. It's an absolute thrill to welcome you to this day one clash. And no day, of course, engenders hope or optimism more than this one. Optimism which could dissipate at a rate most alarming or last all the way to the latter stages. We shall see. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Oh no, what has happened? And Dybala! We've got a goal! And that takes him up to 30. 30 goals for this side. How do you look back on that goal?
I love the technique in that finish. There was a concentration to keep it down.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
So far, so good, Peter, but they need to start thinking of the next one now. Take this momentum and force the issue even more.
Can he finish? They've scored! Not one, but two. It is a dream start. His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Some great movement here, and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Engages and forces him off the ball. He has found the way through. And a chance! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Well, that has not gone well. Oh, that's sweet, almost telepathic. Cuadrado. Searching pass he's played there. And he's onside. Now it's Cuadrado. Well, they've got it again. Tries a shot! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Shevchenko clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And we have our very first corner. Oh, what a big chance! Really well taken goal. No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Baresi kept his eye on it, and he's there. Oh, there's a probing ball. Lookman. And he cuts out the supply. Cannavaro. And Locatelli. More and more pressure on the ball here. Serginho is one whose deliveries we all know about. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And it's Dybala. Dink through. He's picked his way through. Soule unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Looking tidy in possession here. Dybala! Oh, that's fabulous! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. And he is just ripping it up. Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
Well, you had to fancy him, Peter. He seems to be growing in stature with every goal.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
I wonder if the manager is tempted to go for another and really kill the game off completely. I, for one, think he should now.
Oh, he's been caught napping.
That was well seen too. Good clearance.
And the first half is done.
Well, it's hard to say whether a two-goal advantage under these circumstances is decisive or not, but so far, I haven't really seen enough to indicate that the opposition can come out in the second half and improve to that degree.
Well, that has been a goal-blessed half. It is 3-1. And we're off again. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. No, it's come to nothing. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
And he's had a hit! Oh, belter! That is a gem! An absolute gem! And the second half is off to a flyer. He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
Inter Milan get themselves back into contention.
The manager must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play because it seems to have worked. They've got to kick on from here now.
Oh, he's burst through. Baresi did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And this is Dybala.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Well, the manager might be thinking of shuffling his pack here.
It's about risk-taking and boldness now. Are we going to see any activity from the bench?
Schneider. Looking to play him in. No, he's had it taken off him. Inzaghi showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Locatelli. And here's Shevchenko. Danger averted for now. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. He slid in and that has... Lookman! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Well, it was going to take something a bit special from there, and that wasn't it.
Inter Milan appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well,
oh, he's been caught on it! Shot a goal! Oh, taken with style! There seemed no way back, but they are level! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
This has become one superb game of football.
Well, this poses a very interesting question now, Peter. Do they push on to try and win it in normal time? They certainly have the momentum.
Great vision. No, that's been intercepted.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Locatelli. The 90 minutes are up, 30 more to come.
Well, we can only hope we get an extra time contest of similar ambition, provided fatigue doesn't begin to play a part.
So 90 minutes couldn't produce a winner, and we have extra time. Into extra time we go. Gattuso is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Oh, easy pickings there. That's been cut out, well played. It's Snyder! And somehow he managed to miss it.
Oh, unlucky. There's the urgency they need, and it nearly brought them a goal.
And this is Immobile. Barella. Immobile. Chance, surely! Can he get it through? This looks promising. Oh, that's well spotted. Thuram. And it's Davids. Picked out brilliantly. There, and he shoots! Oh no, that could be a costly miss. It's their second corner of the game. Keeper has taken decisive action. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving. Terrific header! Oh, should have put that away. That's it for the first period of extra time. Well, it has been a punishing game, both physically and mentally. But does either team have what it takes to find a winner? And so the last chance to find a winner. Well, this really has been an epic encounter, and there are some tired limbs out there. How much more can the players give? Del Piero! Goal at his mercy, and somehow he's missed it. Çalhanoğlu wins the duel this time. Looking for the run. Now there's a fine ball. And he was alert to it. And he's quick to get it clear again. Just about within shooting range. And the counter is on. Oh, that pass isn't the best.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Immobile threads one in. He's shifting through the gears here. And that's it. Nothing to separate them. It is penalties.
Look, I've been in this position myself, and after a grueling game, you don't want to back down if the manager asks you to take a penalty for fear of appearing weak. You can't let fatigue cloud your judgment.
The referee has ended the second half of extra time. All square, some weary legs out there, so who has it left in them to take a penalty? Batistuta shoulders the responsibility of the first kick. And he does it with poise.
He was always looking good there. Nice penalty.
Immobile is the next man in the spotlight. Oh, what a save!
Oh, the keeper's done brilliantly to keep his eye on the ball and make such a great save.
Inter Milan are putting real pressure on here if they put this away. Saved! Keeper's done brilliantly.
Well, he felt the goalkeeper outstared him there, which gave him the edge.
Del Piero is second man up. Big character, big moment, big save. Inter Milan are looking for comfort. It's in, too smart for the keeper. And they're 2 up. So down by 2, another miss can be game, set and match. And the keeper's come up trumps.
Well, he had a little look at the goalkeeper, and maybe that put him off.
So it's all on the shoulders of the keeper. Oh, brilliant. He had to save it, and he did.
Oh, the keeper's done brilliantly to keep his eye on the ball and make such a great save.
So can he do it? Can he keep them alive? It's in. Pick that one out.
Looks like he's done it 1,000 times. Never looked like missing.
So all eyes on the goalkeeper. And there it is, the decisive kick. So it all ends in heartbreak, all the effort, all the exertion. Well, it is a nervous time, but these are positive nerves. The prospects are so great. The potential, be it financial or reputational, is huge because success in this competition brings so much. And the supporters are here to take it in for themselves and to drive the team on. Truly, this is crunch time. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. We have already started here. Oh, he's been caught napping. Oh, shooting chance! There it is! An extraordinary start. Breakthrough in next to no time.
That's the purpose and intensity they showed from the first moment. They really did fly out of the blocks here.
Well, hello and welcome for the first time this season to everybody around the world. And we have for you a clash of two teams with very similar intentions. A statement win at the expense of the other would be the ideal scenario for both. A flying start is certainly required. Red and black wherever you turn. The San Siro is buzzing. Certainly up for this one. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already.
The presence of Franco Baresi.
Just the goalkeeper's... Soulé! Yes, it's in! And the game springs instantly to life.
And it looks like we're going to get the entertainment we were all hoping for. I think you have to appreciate the simplicity and efficiency of it all there, Peter. The ease at which the defence got taken out of the equation, and he was never going to miss that.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
Yeah, that's exactly what they required, but they need to be careful now. That goal could serve as a wake-up call for the hosts.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Tries a shot! And he was there to get a vital touch.
There's a certain aura about him today. Tremendous.
He gets big! Oh, the ball's come loose here. Danger averted for now. And now they can spring out of defence. Aimed beyond the defence. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. So just a one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Soulé is onto this. Big chance! That is decidedly lacking.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Cannavaro gets over and intercepts. Oh, Red, nice interception. Oh, that pass isn't the best. And he's picked out the run. That is good alertness. Soulé. Dybala. Rafael Leao. Oh, that's a key interception. Schneider. Rafael Leao. He has found a way through.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Oh, he's been caught on it here. Schneider with the cross. Rafael Leao. Milan were a team looking for an outlet, and it seems, Jim, as though they've found one.
Yeah, and if that allows them to get people running at and even going beyond that defence, then you can start asking more questions.
And the pass is intercepted. That pass has been well intercepted. Soulé. Now it's Rafael Leao. And he cuts out the supply. Davids. And it's Davids. Now this could be a chance. Oh, shooting chance! He has done it! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter.
Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Reflections on the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
A half of massive entertainment and excitement. A 2-goal margin, yes, but all things still possible. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. That has ended up in no man's land. Schneider. Modric. Ricci.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Now it's Soulé. It's played through for him. Oh, looks like he's been taken out there. He can get that clear. No foul, says the referee. And they're back on the ball again. Davids, who's set up 1 goal so far. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. That's a pretty loose pass. So 2-0 the scoreline early after half-time. No, that's been intercepted. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Plays a sharp little ball here. And that's gone all the way through to the keeper. Now it's Rafael Leao. Oh, he's bustling through here. Oh, so close to what would have been a memorable goal.
Rafael Leao just backs himself every time. Give him a challenge and he'll rise to it.
And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Milan are looking to go forward now. Great ball if he can get there. He's had a shot! It's hit the crossbar. Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
He looked so composed until the moment he pulled the trigger. I still think he can't believe he didn't put it away.
Modric. Oh, well played, well sorted out. And that is a little undercooked. Rafael Leao. Ricci. The message is clear, none shall pass. Now, can they get him away? Can he get onto this? Header! He will be livid with himself. Time for a change in personnel. Now it's Rafael Leao. Dybala. And that could set him on his way. He's beaten the last man. Chance, surely! And it's there! And they are pulling clear here. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing. Having the composure to score is another.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Fofana threads one in. Nkunku, chance for a shot! It's in! They're back within reach! There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Just way, way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
So, just a consolation, or is there a way back from here? Passing is crisp and sharp. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Tomori. And that's it. Perfect result, perfect outcome. A test passed with flying colours. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Well, it's pretty clear that there was a solid game plan in place for what was a very high-pressure game. I think it shows great maturity on the part of
So it is that time again. Every team looks to write its own special script. Moments like this are to be savoured. Hopes are high. A good start. That is what they all want. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. And that gets things running.
I'm sitting here wondering, Peter, what Roberto Donadoni's main role is going to be. One of Italy's greatest ever wingers. He can run and beat defenders. We've seen that all so often. And he can get from box to box if needed.
Yeah, well, he does have an extraordinary work rate and extraordinary energy levels too.
Yeah, and he's got the intelligence to strike the perfect balance between the two.
That's good running with the ball. That is good strength. De Bruyne! De Bruyne! Delightful! About as smooth as it gets. One sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So, a breakthrough already. Soulé. Nicely shaped ball. And this is Dybala. And the shot! Oh, it's gone in! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop. Just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it. Rafael Leao really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Well, that has not gone well. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Soulé, Cannavaro cuts it out. De Bruyne can so cleverly bypass the press. And here's Soulé.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Dybala. Nice interception, well timed. Now it's Soulé. Now it's Rafael Leao. Takes a shot! Yes, it's there! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
We've got 5 minutes till half-time. Now it's Schneider. Pass is just off target. Schneider is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Rafael Leao receives it in a good position here. Now that is a hefty challenge. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. And that'll be the last act of the first half. Well, what a comeback. Certainly I didn't see that coming, nor I think did many in this crowd. The midway point of the game.
Oh, what a half. It's been pulsating and totally absorbing. We're actually headed for a potential classic if this carries on. This is insanely good.
Very little in it. The score at half-time is 2-1. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. And here's Rafael Leao. Oh, good read. Bastoni. De Bruyne. Donatoni. Davids. He's got away. And he's in on goal. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Schneider. And here's Sule. Rafael Leao. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. De Bruyne. Quarter of an hour into the second half. And here's Rafael Leao. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Darone. Oh, good-looking ball. And here's Sule. Has a shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back. And he shoots! Really well taken goal. 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
And yes, it's him again. Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
I wonder if the manager is tempted to go for another and really kill the game off completely. I, for one, think he should now.
Plays a sharp little ball here. That is good alertness. Threads one in. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Played into space. Oh, not quite on the same wavelength. Davids. And it's Dybala. And it's Schneider. Ricci. Akanji spots it and intercepts. Oh, easy pickings there. Passing is crisp and sharp. That's a decent clearance. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. And Dybala!
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much.
Sule! Oh, that is asking for trouble. Decent chance! Relentless! Just relentless! Up by 3. They have their boots on the... Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Perfect result, perfect outcome. A test passed with flying colours. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So we're up and running. Baresi completing his first century of appearances here today, and that has not gone unnoticed.
Well, that milestone might be on the back of his mind, Peter, although I'm pretty sure he'll just go about his business as usual. It's just one of the many achievements he'll go on to reach from here.
And it's Hullet. Torres. Great vision. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Kaká! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And we have our very first corner. Punched away. He's having a go. Defending of the desperate variety. Watford are looking to go forward now. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Scholes. Ball driven towards the far post. Watford still without a single shot on target. Now that looks a decent ball. And Cruyff! And that's straight down the keeper's throat.
Cruyff might be slightly consoled by at least hitting the target.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Kaka. Watford do seem to have a very clear game plan here, Jim.
Yeah, they're set up to play those long balls from deep, Peter. The front men have certainly been busy making the runs beyond that defence.
Well, it's a tried and tested formula, OK, but very demanding too.
Well, you need your boys up front to work extremely hard, and you need to get the passing right as well, of course.
30 minutes gone. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Shevchenko! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Corner number 2 then. And that has been knocked clear. Oh no, no circumventing this opponent. And the shot! Danger averted for now. And now a sudden chance to counter. No, that's been intercepted. Fernando Torres. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Fernando Torres. Now it's Torres. He's beaten the last man. He's come in hard. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. And the first half is done. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. So, no breakthrough from either side, 0-0 after 45 minutes of action. And the second half gets underway.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
It's a searching pass. That is good alertness. And they're not going to make any further progress now. And here's Ibrahimovic. And that's a... He's had a shot! What a wonderful goal!
Well, whenever he reminds us of his wondrous skill set, it's usually something very memorable or even unforgettable. We'll certainly remember that one.
More or less by himself, as cool as you like.
Well, how cool was that? He was almost teasing the keeper then.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
So the first goal of the game.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang. Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
And that was nowhere near his best. Pull it. Can he get on the end of this? Cruyff! And Cruyff! Oh, split-second reaction.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, considering they're only one down, they're closer to conceding a second than scoring a leveller.
And this is Cruyff. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. And this is Hullet. And it's made its way to him. There's the shot! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Berbatov.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Oh, what a ball! Xavi Alonso. It is looking like the end. If anything's going to happen, it's got to happen now.
All they need is one big chance, and it may do the trick.
Roberto Carlos, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. And it's Owen. The message is clear. None shall pass.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Searching pass he's played there. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. So in the end, one goal did it. An exciting encounter where both sides produced a genuine effort to go on and win it, but neither was able to add to the scoreline in the end. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
I've been in this position.